Hey guys, so today is going to be a huge mishmash of a bunch of different things. We're going to do a haul, we're going to do mini reviews, we're going to do first impressions, we're going to do get ready with me. This video is going to be all of those things, and so let's get started. All I have on right now is EOS lip balm. That's it. I figured we would do it all. The reason why I'm combining this into a haul, get ready with me, video, reviews, and all those things is because two of the things I'm going to show you that I'm hauling are brushes. So I thought, well, one of them I have tried, one of them I have not tried, so I wanted to show you the brushes in action. And I've got some other things that I've semi-formed opinions about. Some things I haven't even tried yet, so yeah, let's just get started. Alright, so I'm going to use some products today that I've already been using and, you know, just go through the routine and tell you what I think as we go along. So after I use my EOS lip balm, the next thing I usually do is take this Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Dark Spot Treatment, and I just put that on any dark spots that I have, and this just helps fade any dark spots that I have, such as sunspots, freckles, whatever is going on. I just take a look and dab some of this on. Is this coming out? Okay, I think that's about it. It's definitely been diminishing my dark spots and making them a lot more faded than they used to be. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is primer. I'm going to use Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser. I don't have a lot of primers, and some things I don't use a primer under, but I'm going to be testing out a new foundation with you today, so I figured that with most foundations I would use a primer. Not all, but with a lot of them I do. So I'm just going to use that much and try to spread that evenly across my skin. I like this primer. It's not my favorite primer in the world. I have one that I like more, but I don't really want to go back to using that until I finish all the primers that I have. And I think I have one other primer besides this one that's open and already being used. And then I'm going to go into my favorite, which is e.l.f. Mineral Primer. It's my favorite one that I've ever tried. When I finish all the other primers I have that are already open, I think I'm going to just use that one exclusively. It's the one from their Studio line. I think it's $6, and it's really, really good. It makes every foundation that I've ever put over it work great. This is a good one too, though. I like this one. I like this one, but I love the e.l.f. one, so. Okay. So, that is it for the primer. Now, what I'm going to use next is a foundation that I have never tried before and a brush that I've used once. I really like my Sephora, let's get the name right, Sephora Pro Flawless Airbrush. This is number 56. I really like this, but there is something about these bristles on this brush that is very, very difficult to clean. I don't know if it's the material that it's made out of. I don't know if it's because it's so densely packed. I don't know what the problem is, but this brush is a nightmare to clean. And I've tried, you know, different things. I like cleaning my brushes with one particular substance, and all my brushes come out great with that. I use Tone bar soap. It does a great job. I deep clean my brushes every day. I don't do spot cleaning. But this brush, it's like it just doesn't want to let go of the makeup. So I am on a quest to find a replacement for that. And I thought, well, let's start at the bottom and try something inexpensive. So I bought this, and I've used it once, and I was very impressed, especially since it cost only $5. I bought it at Ulta. It's called Studio Basics Complexion Brush. And that is what the card is that comes inside the package. And that's the part that you see. It comes in this little plastic case, and I thought of the perfect thing to do with this plastic case instead of throwing it away. When I'm going to be going out, I'm going to put my lip pencil or lip liner, lipstick, and lip gloss that I'm wearing that day in this case and throw it in my pocketbook, because otherwise everything rolls around inside my pocketbook and I can't find it. So I thought, oh, this is perfect because it's got a snap enclosure and everything. So that's what I'm going to use that for. And this brush, it doesn't have any wording or printing on it, so once you throw away the packaging, you wouldn't even know what the name of it was. So that's Studio Basics Complexion Brush, and I found mine at Ulta for $5, but I would imagine that, you know, they sell it at other places. And it's studio-basics.com is their website. So it's a thick, dense brush, which is what I like for foundation, and it's dual fiber, it's man-made, and I used it yesterday and I loved it. So I'm going to show you that in action today with a foundation that I have not tried yet. A lot of you, if you've been watching me for a while, you might know that I love the LA Colors lipsticks from Dollar Tree. They are excellent quality, and of course they're sold at Dollar Tree, so they're $1. So I thought, okay, I'm gonna try some of the other makeup from LA Colors from Dollar Tree. So I bought this yesterday. It's the liquid makeup. There isn't a heck of a lot in here, but it's only $1, and they only had 2 shades to pick from. I think there are more shades in the line, but at the store they had this shade, which is True Beige, and then they had a really deep one. So I, you know, obviously went with the lighter of the two, and this isn't a perfect match for me because I wouldn't normally buy anything that had the word beige in the color name, but I figured, well, it's the end of the summer, so I might be able to get away with this. I would usually go for something that had the word ivory or you know, one of the lighter shades, but I think since it's the end of summer, I might be able to get away with this. So it's in a pump container, and it's 0.42 fluid ounces. Now, normally when you buy a foundation, it's 1 fluid ounce. So this is a little less than ½ an ounce. And hey, for $1, I really, I'm not gonna complain, but wouldn't this be a nice size package to take with you, like if you were going away for a weekend or something and you were trying to just minimize everything that was in your travel makeup bag? Okay, so let's try this. I'm gonna shake this up, and I'm gonna pump some of this out on the back of my hand. Let's see how the pump works, because, you know, for $1, you're really not expecting much. Okay, no trouble with the pump. So I'm going to start with this and see how that goes and use my new foundation brush. And again, this is pretty small, but not so small that it wouldn't be comfortable to use it, but small enough that it'd be really nice to travel with. So I'm going to put some of that on my brush and see how we do. Oh, ooh, this color is gonna be okay. I was kind of nervous because it's pretty yellow, and usually I don't do well with yellow foundations, but it's okay. It has a smell, but I can't really pinpoint what that smell is. It isn't a bad smell, it's just, you know, it is a smell. Yeah, it smells okay. Yeah, I was really afraid this color wasn't going to work for me, but it seems to be all right. So, I'm so glad, because, you know, you really can't tell whether you like a foundation or not if it isn't a good color match. So thumbs up on the color match. It's not coming across as super yellow like I thought it might be. So that was True Beige. The coverage is not great, but you know, for a buck I wouldn't expect it to be. Seems to be blending pretty well. Pretty good for a buck, you guys. Pretty good for a buck. I mean, I wouldn't say this is like a holy grail foundation or anything, but you know what? If you're a little short on cash one week and you need a new foundation, it's not bad. And it comes in a pump and everything. I've had some bad experiences with cheap foundations before, and it kind of turned me off trying them for a while, but it's been a long time since I've tried one that was really inexpensive, and this is not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, so next I'm going to... I'm not going to put any more on because I don't want it to get cakey or too thick. You know, that was about the amount that I would normally use. I'm going to try to, you know, use it like I would any other foundation. Okay, so next I'm going to use concealer. This is NYX Dark Circle Concealer in the shade Fair. And this is an e.l.f. Studio concealer brush. I've been alternating concealers, you know, just trying different ones to see which one I like the best with my horrible dark circles. Okay, next I'm going to use my favorite powder. This is Milani Pressed Powder in the shade Light, and I'm looking for, here it is, keep something on my desk to open things with so that I don't use my nails. So this is Milani Pressed Powder. It's called the Multitasker in the shade Light, and I'm going to use my e.l.f. Studio powder brush. Just set that foundation with a powder. Powder seems to be going over the foundation just fine. I wanted to make sure I use this powder because, you know, this is the powder that I use most often, so wanted to see how it would perform over this foundation. Wow, I can't believe that foundation is only $1. That is really nice, you guys. I mean, I won't really know for sure, I guess, until the end of the day, but makeup doesn't really move on me. I don't usually have any issues with things fading or disappearing or anything like that, so I'm sure it will be fine. But yeah, if you're curious, hey, for $1, if you want to try something new, this is really nice. LA Colors Liquid Makeup, and True Beige was the shade that I picked out. Now, at Dollar Tree, they don't usually have a lot of shades of things to pick from, but if you don't see any shades at one Dollar Tree that would match you, if you wanted to try this, try another Dollar Tree, because I don't know about where you live, but where I live, there's a Dollar Tree in every single town. So if they don't have one that looks good, you know, try a different Dollar Tree. Okay, now, oh, this is so exciting. I love trying new things. Okay, the next thing I'm going to try is also a Dollar Tree product from, an LA Colors product from Dollar Tree, and this is one of their blushes from their $1 line. This is pink blush, and the number on it is BSB332, just in case, you know, you need to know that. I've got a little brush hair stuck in there. Okay, this is the blush, and I've already swatched it, and it doesn't have a lot of pigmentation, but you know what? That's okay, because sometimes blushes that are really pigmented are kind of a pain to work with. So this is a very, very light pink blush. So let's go for it. Now for a brush, obviously this is a small space, so I don't have a lot of room in there, so I'm going to use the brush that I just showed you that I had been using for my foundation, because it is small. It's the Sephora Pro Flawless Airbrush, because this is also great for blush, and I think it will fit in there nicely. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to stipple this, I think, to start with. Ooh, that is pretty. That's the way I've been applying my blush lately. I stipple it on first, then I blend it in. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, I love that color. Wow, yay! Nice job, LA Colors. Oh, that is so pretty. You know what? This blush reminds me of something that I already have, and I'll show you in a second what it reminds me of. It's kind of a rare, it looks like it's sort of a rare color. It reminds me of, oh, I hope I didn't put it in the other room. Shoot, I did. Okay, well, you know what? I'll just tell you what it reminds me of, and you can always just Google the name and see a picture of it. Illamasqua Katy reminds me so much of Illamasqua Katy, but they don't sell Illamasqua in the United States anymore, and even when they did, that's a very, very expensive blush. So I bet you this would be a dupe for it. Yeah, I really like this. That is so nice. Okay, so now I'm going to do contour. I'm going to use the Balm Bahama Mama, and I'm going to use this Real Techniques sculpting brush. You know, it's funny because I have this one by Real Techniques, and then I also have the one from the Bold Metals collection, and I prefer this one, and this one isn't as expensive as the other one. So, just gonna put a little bit of this on. I think I put too much product on there. Let's see. I'm going to take, if I put too much product of something on, what did I say? If I use too much product of a pigmented product like that, sometimes what I'll do is I'll take the brush that I used for my powder and blend it out, finish blending it out with that. And just the residual powder that's on my brush will help take it down to more of what I wanted originally. Okay, good. For a highlighter, I'm going to use L'Oreal True Match Powder Glow Illuminator in the shade Ice. And that's what that looks like. And I'm going to use an e.l.f. Studio fan brush. And I'm not going to try to work with just one color. I'm just going to sort of swirl them together. Dust a little bit of that on my cheeks. I like this highlighter, but it's very subtle. So it's pretty, but it's not super pigmented, but it's very easy to work with and is pretty shade. Okay, so let's see. Next I'm going to do my eyes off camera because none of the eye products that I'm going to use today are new. So I'll go do my eyes and then I'll come back to do my lips because one of the things that I'm gonna use on my lips is new. So I'll be right back. Okay, I got my eyes done. So I figured since I had the camera shut off, I would also grab that blush that I was talking about. So this is Illamasqua Katie. And this is super pigmented, unlike that LA Colors blush. But the color is the same, pretty much. That's what they look like side by side. So yeah, that's about as close as you're gonna get to Illamasqua Katie for $1. Now, let's see. Should I don't dare put I was thinking about putting what was on my finger on my cheeks, but I don't want to tempt fate and mess the whole thing up. Now, I do have some other products to show you before we get started on the lip things. I also bought this, it could be used as a blush or a bronzer by LA Colors. This is Toast. I bought this too, and I was thinking about using this as a bronzer today to try out too, but I don't really feel like this color. The color of this, it doesn't really go with the other colors that I use, so I'll try this another day. But this is also not very pigmented, but again, I kind of like that sometimes because it makes it so much easier to use. So I'll try using this as a bronzer another day and I'll get back to you on that. And then I also wanted to mention that I picked up some more of the Essence Metal Glam eyeshadows. I know at least one of you was saying that you really like them. I had bought one a while back and I was kind of on the fence about it, and so I wore some of these in yesterday's video. I had some of these on, and I still feel very much on the fence about these. I can't say that I would recommend them or that I love them. And the thing with these is the first one that I bought was called Hello Goldie. This is the one that I already had. And they have a lot of like overspray glitter on them, so that once you go past that, then it's not so much wham in your face glitter as it is metallic, but I just don't feel like they blend that well, and I find them kind of hard to apply. So I can't really say that I would recommend these. But the other colors that I picked up were Choco Chic. And I believe, yeah, I had this one on in yesterday's video. Really pretty colors, but just not the easiest eyeshadows in the world to use. And then I had some of this Frosted Apple on in yesterday's video as well. Let me show you what I mean about swatching them. They look like they swatch really nice, but I don't know, I found them kind of hard to work with. They're not expensive at all, and they do come in a lot of pretty colors. This is Golden Up. This is what I had on as my highlight and inner corner shade yesterday. That one is really, really chunky. That's another thing. Some of them are like really chunky, metallic, and some are smoother than others. And this one is Coffee to Glow. I haven't used this one yet. But, you know, really pretty colors and not expensive, but I don't know. They're just, they're so different from one shade to the next in terms of texture and being able to use it. And, you know, I tried using them a number of different ways with my fingers, with brushes, and I don't know, I just don't feel like I would recommend those. Okay, so anyways, those are some of the other products that I bought. Now, the other thing that I wanted to show you is this lip brush. It's L'Oreal Paris Makeup Artist 100% Natural Brush, lip brush. It comes in this plastic pouch. I found this at Dollar Tree. And you don't really see L'Oreal products at Dollar Tree that often. It comes in a gold metal, I think this is metal, type case that just says L'Oreal Paris on it. And then you pull this out and there is the lip brush. So, not bad for $1, right? Well, we'll see. I'm gonna test it out right now. And I'm gonna use the lipstick. Okay, what did I do? Did I put it away already? Oh, what did I do with it? Oh, there it is. Whew. I'm gonna use Wet n Wild Megalast lipstick in Think Pink, because this is a really pigmented lipstick, but it's pink, so it kind of goes with the rest of the colors I've got going on here. And yeah, so let's give it a go. I'm not going to use a lip liner because these lipsticks are so awesome. They don't need a lip liner. They don't bleed. And if you use a lip brush, a lot of times you can get away with not using a lip liner. So I'm not even going to bother because I know that this lipstick doesn't need one. All right, so let's give it a go. I'm loading up the brush right now, and seems to be working okay. I only have like one other lip brush that I also bought at a discount store many years ago, and I love it, and it has lasted me for years and years, but I've always meant to get another one. And since I made out so good with the other one I didn't get at Dollar Tree. I got it at a different discount store, but since I made out so great with that, I figured I would try this one. Plus L'Oreal is a name that I'm familiar with. And their products are usually very good quality, so hey, for $1, why not? Oh, and I did wash this after I bought it yesterday, and it washed great. That's when I feel like you can really tell how a brush is going to perform is, you know, if you wash it and the bristles start coming out, then you know right away this is a major fail. But this washed fine. This is really easy to work with. I like that it's this small size, because I find that if a lip brush has got too long of a handle on it, it makes it sort of awkward to use. Alright, you guys, so my first impression of this lip brush is it works great. So if you see this at Dollar Tree, I would say go for it. Yeah. And it doesn't say what kind of bristles these are. It just says natural, so that could be, you know, pretty much any kind of animal hair. If it's natural, then I would assume that they're talking about animal hair. So I have no idea what kind of animal hair that is, but seems to work really well. And I think that's going to be it for today. So I hope you enjoyed my get ready with me slash haul slash mini review slash first impressions video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.